Yo, yo, yo. Oh, I gotta put my hat on. And my chain. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. How's everybody doing? Happy 4th. May the 4th be with us all. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really do appreciate it. Let me see if I can get that. Man. Apparently, none of my stuff wants to work on my thingy. None of my music wants to work. All right. I know how to fix it. Where is the... There we go. Oh, wrong thing. No. There we go. Yo, Blaze, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Welcome back, man. Apparently the shine doesn't want to work. Good Lord. Oh, I wonder... Yeah, I wonder if it's... What is this? What is this? Shine? Oh, I probably need to re-put the music in. I betcha. Yep. That's exactly what I need to do. Yep. I don't hear anything, though. What's going on, Blaze? How are you? Just good? Just relaxing? Nice, man. We got a video to record tonight. Let me go to sound settings. I know how to fix this. We need Stream Deck default to be the music. That should fix it. There we go. Smelly Hen, what's up? There we go. Now I got to go in and add all that stuff back. Jeez. It shouldn't be too hard, though. Night Runner. Smoke Rising. What is up, everybody? Come get it. Come and get it, baby. Silly Heist. I don't think Silly Heist is on here. That's regular Heist. Critical Heist. Or Situation Critical. Situation Critical. So I guess that means that... Oh, that's just normal Heist. Okay, cool. Black Hole. Wrath. I can't believe I didn't do this before. Escape. Okay. Sick, man. What's up? What am I recording, Blaze? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're actually going to do this. I'm going to move my screen. Let me go over here. So we're gonna record this right now, actually, which is going to be awesome. So tonight we're going to start with this video that we're going to do for the top 5 builds for Season 4 of Diablo. And then we're going to get right into some Dragon Ball until some of the homies want to play some other games. So, but let's make sure that we get set up properly here. Let's make sure we get set up properly here. I got to go to my channel because I do got to highlight something which I think is awesome. So like this video has a crap ton of comments on it. is the last one I did. It doesn't have a lot of likes, but it does have 83 comments. So I definitely just want to highlight that real quick. So let's go ahead and record this video. Hey, Blaze, did you see my other one? Did you see my other video? You know, it was a good video, and I'm still fairly. It was basically a class tier list. It's got about 40% dislikes, or no, 30% dislikes. Yeah, the tier list one, it has 30% dislikes. So right now the video has, let me see. It has 115 likes and 48 dislikes. So, which I think is pretty hilarious. It's got like 6,000 views already, which is awesome. But it does have 83 comments, which is what you want. Like, so you want engagement, good or bad. Yeah, and Demon is 100% right. So a lot of people are salty about the Necromancer placement. I mean, am I wrong though? Like, I don't see how Necromancer is like automatically here. You know what I mean? Like Steven, what's up, man? Oh, so you made it bad on purpose? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. So here's the thing that people don't understand. And I'm about to record my top 5 builds for season 4. Up to this point, obviously anything can change. But so here's what people have to understand, right? Like when you make a tier list, like there's a lot of things that go into like a class tier list. It's not necessarily just like builds itself. You know, there's other factors, right? So minions best build in a game doing billions of damage since no nerfs. I mean, yeah, maybe. I hope so. I hope this happens. If I'm being honest, I hope this happens. You know, well, it'll be like this, but I mean, or really, it's gonna be like this, but you know what I mean? But otherwise, the rest of the placements was fair. Yeah, I mean, so like, here's the thing, like, so think about it like this. So, just like why Rogue is down here, like. Rogue had one build last season, or even with the changes into the PTR, that was able to do 1 billion damage, right? It had one build, and it was penetrating shot. So Necromancer now has a minion build that can do 1 billion damage. So if Rogue has one build that can do 1 billion damage, then why isn't Rogue S tier? You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I mean? Like, so, like, because here's the thing, like in Diablo, right? Like, if you have a build that's hitting for 1 billion, it doesn't matter if it's 1 billion or 10 billion. Like, the build is insane, right? Like, the build is nutty. So, like, if Rogue has one build currently that can do 1 billion damage, then why isn't Rogue S tier? You know what I mean? Like, besides that one thing, like Rogue doesn't have a lot going for it. So it's like, that's why Rogue is in D tier. Like, again, minions in the PTR. You think I'm overestimating Barb? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I'm overestimating Barb. Like, Necro just got a build that can do something. Rogue just got a build that can do something. Sork still doesn't have one. Druid has some good builds, but I haven't seen any Druid builds hit for 1 billion. So, and here's another thing. Here's another thing too. Like when it comes to like the build, like some people commented, I haven't seen a Sork. I can say me personally, I haven't seen a Sork build hit for billions. I have not seen that. I haven't seen it. Stefan asks, have I seen Sork vids? I have seen some Sork vids. There's one that I actually tweeted out that Rob had posted, which this is probably going to be the one that I'm going to play next season. Like, this thing just looks awesome. It's crazy that it's a 2-button build. So like this is an endgame focused build. And down here, he only hits for 40 million. You guys saw it right there? So that's 40 million. And this build is PTR. This build is PTR. And it's 100% completed endgame. And it's only 40 million. Steven says it hits for millions multiple times. Yeah, I mean 2 million, 40 million, 45 million, 1 million, 800,000, 2.2 million. You know what I mean? 40 million. So sure, yeah, like this build could definitely, I guess this build could hit for $1 billion. If it gets there, I don't know. I don't know if it gets to $1 billion, but it's probably very close. It's probably very close. Yeah, you see people in the chat saying season 4 is out. No, he's still posting stuff from the PTR. Like this is still stuff from the PTR. But yeah, I haven't seen one. Like, I guess if you did the math here, I guess if you did the math right here on this boss, like maybe it hits for $1 billion, but I don't know. Like that's 11 million, 8 million. Was that 70 million? Hold on. No, that's 70,000. 2 and 3 million there. 93,000, 19 million, 17 million. Go back. What was that? 34 million. 1 million. 2 million. 5 million. 40 million, 2 million. What did that say? 41 million? I can't tell. 44 million? Yeah, 44 million. 45 million. So I don't know if this would be like all that right there, even 40 million. Like all this damage right here on this boss probably doesn't add up to $1 billion, but I could, obviously like that's a lot. It's probably, somewhere around 500 million in total. So like for a Sork, that's not bad at all, but this is probably what I'm going to build. And this will probably be like the Sork build that I play for the entirety, unless I have so much fun with meteors, but I will be playing meteors for sure. But here's the other thing that that people commented on, and I just don't think they have a full understanding of like how tier lists work. I even responded to the comment. I mean, obviously everything's criticism. It's, it's my opinion with my criteria and such, right? Somebody was like, well, no, they commented on my thing that I said about ball lightning. He's like, no, man, ball lightning, even though it got a nerf, is still good. I'm still doing tier 100 nightmare dungeons. Well, I commented back, and this is true. Pretty much all builds can do Nightmare Dungeon 100s. That doesn't mean that, like one build in particular isn't better than another build, but it also doesn't mean that like, just because pretty much every build can do tier 100 doesn't mean that like one class isn't worse than another class, right? Like pretty much any build can do all content in the game. So like it's just tough when you think about like a class, like the class as a whole, everything. Like to me, I think this tier list is fine because like even though Necros finally got something, like maybe I should have done this because of minions getting buffed, and I probably wouldn't have got 30% dislikes. But I mean, again, like I haven't seen the minion build do a billion damage. I haven't seen it personally. If somebody wants to send me the video in Discord, that'd be sweet. Maybe I could, like, at the start of this next video, I can update this and move this up. But I mean, frankly, like, you know, I haven't seen anybody from the PTR make videos about Necromancer, like, one-shotting Lilith, one-shotting Duriel. Like, I just haven't seen it. You know, but yeah, and Demon makes a good point. Like, people are going to dislike a tier list because it's not like, hey, a Necro player, well, that's bullcrap because I play Necro. Necro should be S tier. Right? This is something I've been dealing with, like, making tier lists from multiple games. And again, that's why it's, like, subjective, right? Like, there's obviously, like, base criteria that makes the general consensus of tier list, but then there's just, like, your opinion. Like, I haven't seen Necromancer do that with minions yet. I know minions got a buff, you know what I mean? But Conjuration's got that same exact buff that minions got. Like, the 100% of all player stats go to the Sorcerer's Conjurations. Like, and I played Frozen Orb. That build does not hit for a billion, you know? So it's like, no, I haven't seen that, Demon. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen that. Steven goes, you're never gonna please everyone for sure. Yeah, man, but that's what's great about tier lists, you know? Like, no tier list is ever gonna be perfect. But until, like I said in the video, until I see, like, the Necro's AI and actually see the Necro minions be effective, if that's super good, then yes, I'm immediately gonna move Necro to A tier. But until then, he's down here, man. He's still super slow. Like, he got a little bit more speed, but you know what I mean? And then there was comments, like, some people just, like, are just out of the box, like, well, Necromancer, you know, it has more than just Bone Spear. Anybody who really knows how to play the game will make other builds super good. It's like, well, no, duh, man. Like, there's plenty of builds that Necro has that are good. But up until possibly, like, this minion build, the best build that Necromancer has is Bone Spear. Like, I don't understand. But here we go. Demon just sent it to me, so we're going to check it out. Yeah, let's check this out real quick. Hey, I'm all about getting my, you know, my opinion changed. That's why I say, like, in the comments, like, don't just say, oh, well, you know, you're wrong. You know, Necromancer should just be S tier. Well, why should it be S tier? Like, why should it be S tier? You know, like, I need more than just, hey, that class is S tier. Well, why is it S tier? Tell me so we can get the conversation going. Maybe you can change my opinion. I don't know. Raze goes, yeah, Infamous is still good if played right. I see Raze. Well, welcome back to the stream, by the way. I don't like the if played right. I don't like that set of words when it comes to a build. Because what, like, the way I look at it is it's an equal skill level. So if everybody played the build, it's going to play the same way. You know, it shouldn't be like, well, the Infamous is a bad build if it's played wrong. Well, no, because the facts of the build are the same regardless of who plays it, right? Like, Bone Spear is the same build regardless of who plays it. Like, the build itself is still going to be super strong regardless of who's playing it. Right. Yeah. So, like, that's how you got to think about it when you're making a tier list. So, for example, like, let's say Rob is the best player in the world. Like, let's say Rob is the ultimate Diablo player. Okay. Well, if Rob played every single build in the game, would Blood Mist be stronger than Bone Spear? If that answer is no, then it has nothing to do with being played right. Right? Like it doesn't matter, right? Because people can make mistakes when they're playing a build. So, like, you got to take, like, that part away. Like, it doesn't change the build itself. All right, brother. Yeah, man. So let's check this out, though. Hey, Nova. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to get a lot of love. Let me see. I haven't seen any. Oh, he must. Oh, he hasn't done it yet. Okay. Interesting. I mean, let me say this. Skeleton Mages hitting for 50 million is exciting. Yeah, somebody said shadow dot damage is nuts. Somebody said it in the comments. All right, hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay. Let us see. Move my coffee over. All right, let's go. $10 billion. Huh. Well, let's scroll down real quick. Let's go look at Necromancer. Unique item changes. Let me go to Necromancer. Because I didn't see anything. Like, Steven still says I'm being harsh on Barbarian. Yeah, I'm impartial to Barbarian. I'm a little salty about Barbarian. Ring of Mendelin, Ultimate Death. Blood Golem. All right, let's see. No, it wasn't you. It was Steven in chat. He says I'm being a little what did he say? I'm being he said he thinks I'm overestimating on Barb. I'm impartial to Barb because it's the best class in the game. Okay. Okay. Okay, so they increased the golem ranks. Is there any, like, footage? Is there any footage? Oh, golly. Unless they find something broken on Barb, I see Sorkin Necro and Druid beating Barb. Really? Interesting. That's an interesting take. Whoa, what was that? How much did that just hit for? Oh, that's Blast Wave. Never mind. You over-exaggerated their damage a bit, but it's dumb. They're super OP for every season. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, I did over-exaggerate the, like, you know, at, like, level 20 or whatever. But that's just a slight at them because the barbarians are just dumb strong. Well, so it's interesting to see this. However, I haven't, like, I don't see the, like, it's just a picture. So is there any video showcasing gameplay of it? You know what I mean? Nice. The shadow dot damage, that's awesome, dude. Is it 2 minutes? It's getting close. Yeah. Triple scale your intelligence. Okay. Interesting. All right. Fair enough. I mean, I would like to see some gameplay. A picture isn't enough for me to change my opinion on Necro. It's not enough for me to change it. Like, just seeing it. I would like to see gameplay or see, like, you know, because Rob doesn't even have, like, the build, right? Like, is this the build that was used? I'm guessing this is the build. He was confirmed? Okay. Interesting. See, I would like to see how the build plays out, right? Because again, like, this is something where it's, it's easy to hit for 30 billion when you're just standing in front of a dummy, right? Like, I want to see the build, like, in action. Like, how good is the build at clearing, or is this a boss build? Like, you just drop the golem and the golem one-shots Duriel. Okay, sweet. I think that's great. Now the dot build, that shadow dot build looks awesome. Like, this thing looks cool. Like, that seems sweet. Yeah. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put this here because I was talking about this in this video. Let's go ahead and record. Let's go ahead and record this video. I'll move my camera down. Let me scoot this over. Let me move my camera down, and then we can record this way for the video. There we go. Because, like, the 30% hate is still hilarious, but a lot of people are salty. A lot of people are salty about where Necro is, so we're gonna, you know what I mean? We'll talk about it. So let's go ahead and do this video, and then we'll get into doing some gaming tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Let me drink my coffee. What's up, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the channel. May the 4th be with you. So today we are going to be going over a brand new tier list. I'm doing my top 5 builds of season 4, and you guys are going to be interested in seeing all that. I do want to just kind of shout out, like, there's a lot of love on the last video, guys. I do want to give a big shout out to everybody who commented. We got like 83 comments, which was amazing. We got like 115 likes, but we also got 30% dislikes on the video, which was about 40 likes or something like that. I think 28 likes. Yeah, it was like 50 likes on the video, or 50 dislikes. So I do want to say thank you guys all for commenting and being cool about it, and and trying to have some good constructive criticism. However, at the start of this video, it was presented to me that I guess Necros with the minions can hit for 6 billion, 30 billion, something like that, and then the shadow dot necromancers look really cool. It seems like it's just a normal build, though, nothing too spectacular. Like Shadow Dot doesn't seem like it's, that much higher than like a top of the line Bone Spear build. So, but it is nice to see a Shadow Dot build be in the category of talks and stuff, So, however, for the Golem build to do 6 billion or 30 billion, I would really like to see some gameplay. So if somebody can post a link or anything down in the comments of this video, please let me know, because if we can, then we might be able to change our ranking here. But until then, guys, I know it's disappointing, but Necros are still going to be down here for me. At best, is all I could do is move them to here. That would be it. But until then, I mean, it kind of just is what it is, guys. So, but I do appreciate all the love. So let's go ahead and get into my top 5 builds of Season 4. And you guessed it, they're all Barbarian builds. All the top 5 builds of Season 4 are all Barbarian builds. You got the double swing with the, I know this is a Druid skill, but this is to showcase the twisters. So you got double swing, you got upheaval, you got Hoda, and there's not even another one on here, but pretty much all the builds that Barbarian can do are the top 5 builds in Season 4. I mean, am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong? No, seriously, am I wrong? Let me know down in the comments. But you know what? We'll take these away. We'll take these away. Let me go ahead and just showcase my top 5 builds of Season 4. This is no order, by the way. This is no order. These are all super S tier. But, of course, the first one that we have to talk about is double swing with the Barbarian for twisters. That build is absolutely nuts, even though it suffered a small nerf. Like losing... let me turn my Star Wars down. Losing a 2 tornadoes, the build is still gonna wreck. It's just absolutely insane. Maljan, what's up, baby? Welcome back, dude. How are you? So definitely double swing for Barbarian, nutty. Okay, super nutty. Where is it? Let me find it. My order's all messed up. For Necromancers, you got Bone Spear. But I honestly think, based on the information we'll see, you have Minions. You got Minions. That's the next best build for Season 4 is Necro Minions. Apparently it's been shown that they can hit for 6 billion or upwards of 30 billion. The Shadow Dot build seems to be super awesome. So right now we have Minions here. There wasn't a Minion icon, so this is just the Undead here. So we have that. That's the next biggest build in here. I'm really curious to see how this really shapes out. Again, if anybody has any kind of gameplay, it would be really nice to see how the undead minions work. It seems like the Shadow Mages were doing some really significant damage at level 200 pit. And again, that's probably the equivalent of like doing a tier 100. Not that they're the same level, but I mean as far as like, hey, the build can do this, so it's good. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. But yeah, so we got Minions for Necro. We got double swing Twister Barbarian, which is just busted. Now, again, we're going to go into Druid. There's a few different builds here. However, I am going to stick it to Tornado. Tornado just seems to be one of the best builds. You do have Shred. Like, both of these builds are just so close for Druid, in my opinion, even coming off of all the changes that happened to Druid here. It's just so close. I did have Pulverize super high, but Overpower Glyphs got nerfed. So this is so tough because like Tornado is consistently strong, but then you have the big one-shot potential of Shred. So, but as far as consistency, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to Tornado here. Tornado, I think, over the course of time for the multiple seasons has just been probably Druid's most consistent and super high damage build. But Shred is just, oh, it's so close. We're going to put an honorable mention down here. I'm going to put Shred there. We're going to put an honorable mention down here because these builds are just, oh, these builds are so close. It's gross. It's sickening even. They're so close. I love Druid. Shout out Druids. All right, let's go into Rogue. Okay, we have Rogue. Yeah, I know everybody's shocked that Rogue actually made the list, but of course you have Penetrating Shot. I don't think the whole barrage build is super good. Rapid Fire, even with the arcing launch, just doesn't seem to be able to put out the damage that Penetrating Shot can. And because not a lot changed from the PTR as far as damage for the Rogue, Penetrating shot was already hitting for billions, so penetrating shot is still one of the best builds. The only thing that really sucks about penetrating shot for rogues is that it's just a clunky playstyle. You know, you kind of group them up and you just kind of shotgun stuff. You know, boom, blows everything up. Pen is nerfed, my chat says, with OP nerf. I mean, yes, maybe. Be at best. I mean, maybe. I still think penetrating shot is probably the best. Twisting blades is an honorable mention here for rogue. I don't think barrage is super good. I just don't. I mean, rapid fire is okay, but I don't think barrage is super good. But that glyph doesn't apply to rogues, does it? I don't think that applies to rogues. Let me find. Or what am I doing fine for? Overpower. Critical strike overpower damage reduced to 60, so there's a huge reduction there. We're not rupture. I don't think that rogue has crusher. No, blood rage martial. That's what is it? Barbarian. Dominate. I don't think they have dominate. Those are aspects, which we're not using. We don't use Earth Strike or Untimely Death. Go back up. I don't think they use Dominate. I don't remember if rogues have Dominate. If they have Dominate, then I have to change it. Like if rogues use Dominate, then I have to change it. Those are just elixirs and Blood Boil, which we weren't using at the time. Urzine Strength we're not using. If rogues use Dominate, then I'll change it. Can anybody confirm? Anybody confirm? I don't know if rogues use that or not. I'm not sure. If they don't, Twisting Blades is... Yeah, check real quick, Demon. If they do, then it's super bad. Otherwise, like, Twisting Blades is an honorable mention, and then I guess you have to go... Ugh, it's tough, man. I feel like Barrage has the edge over Rapid Fire. So it would be Barrage. It would be Barrage. Because this just says Paragon Glyph. I just don't know if they have Dominate or not. I don't think so, but... Yeah, I just don't think they have that. Yeah, no. Here goes right here, dude. Rogue. Glyph. Still not playing? Yeah, dude, we're finishing up this video. Uncanny Treachery. Frostbitten, Escape Artist. Blast Trapper. Arrow Storms. Yeah, I don't think they do. Yes, yeah, Banished Lords 100% affects the build. For sure. The nerf to Banished Lords is bad. So, like, this being reduced from 120 to 60, I mean, that's a 60% nerf. All right, if that's the case, then I still feel like Pen Shot's up there, but Barrage might be the best build. Barrage might be the best build then. I'm thinking. Yeah, it has to be that with Twisting Blades as an honorable mention. I don't think the buffs to the other builder or the what is it, Flurry is good enough. Yeah. So yeah, Rogues. Yeah, guys, I know you're surprised that they made the list, but we definitely had to put one in there. There's definitely going to be one from every class in this list. So it is going to be Barrage. Barrage is going to be the best build that the Rogues have in addition to Twisting Blades. Twisting Blades has always been here. It didn't suffer any additional nerfs. as well as the overpower that Rogue's got, which is why Penetrating Shot isn't up there anymore. The Banished Lord's nerf here is literally 50% of the build, or 60% of the build, because you lose so much damage from it. You lose 120% to 60%. So Penetrating Shot, huge nerf. Volley, Barrage is probably the best. I'm not big on rapid fire, even with the arcing like catapult style changes that you can put onto it. But Twisting Blaze didn't get any buffs per se, but the build has always been super, super strong. But I still think Volley is probably going to be one of the best. You could probably interchange these guys, but because Rogue is just so far in the gutter right now, I hope somebody figures out a Rogue build that is just insanely strong besides Penetrating Shot getting the nerf. But yeah, that's going to be it for Rogue. Let's go on to my class that I'm playing, and that is Sork. We got Sork here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Did we not get the ad? Pause. I guess I got to add this. Boom. We're back. We had to add it. So we have Frozen Orb here as one of the best builds with the conjurations, even though, let's go here. Let's go to Frozen Orb. Even though the devs did us so dirty, so dirty, that this build, the build is still going to be super strong, guys, but it just got so nerfed. It's kind of crazy. So I do want to showcase this. Let me go over to the Discord because I had to show this to my buddy. So the big change that came to Frozen Orb is before you would cast Frozen Orb with the brand new amulet, Frozen Orbs had a chance to spawn our conjurations, and then the conjurations had a chance to spawn another orb. However, this orb that was spawned had a chance to spawn another conjuration, which in turn would keep this cycle going. Now there is no more loop. So you cast an orb can spawn a conjuration, then a conjuration can spawn a Frozen Orb, and that's where it stopped. It's literally 1, 2, 3, done. That has been highlighted here inside the new function. Let me find it so you guys can see it. Greater Frozen Orb. The devs really put a stink on it, which just sucks. Right here. Extra explosions from the aspect of Frozen Orbit do not trigger this effect. As the unique calls for casting, this unintended interaction was fixed. So you have to actually cast the Frozen Orb. You can't have the additional Frozen Orbs spawn a conjuration, right? This also includes any Frozen Orbs that get spawned from having the Frozen Orb as the enchantment slot, because you're not casting, they just get flung out, right? So that puts a big damper on Frozen Orb, but I still think that this build is going to be insane. However, there is an extra build. Pause. We got to go grab it real quick. It's, what is it? Frost or Frozen or Frost Nova. Right? It's the Frost Nova build. Let me go to Twitter. Yeah, it's Frost Nova. Yeah, it's Frost Nova. Yeah, Frost Nova. Let me grab the wiki. Let me grab the icon. Wait, is it in there? No. That is a bad image. What is this game? There we go. Hoo-yah. Perfect. Go back to our tier list. Choose files. Bam. And we're back. No. And that is going to be the brand new Frozen Orb teleportation build. I'm going to showcase this real quick. Big shout out to Rob for finding this build from I think it's one of his members inside here. This build is probably going to be the build that I'm going to play through the season after doing a bunch of other builds. But it's a 2-button build. You're basically just teleporting around, and the frozen orbs are able to do an insane amount of frozen nova are able to do an insane amount of damage. It all stems. There's a lot of hits here for 45 million, which is just kind of crazy on this build, and it all comes from a, where is it? He pulls it up. It's the Amulet of Frosty Strides. So it's the Frosty Strides ability. So while you're below 83% life, Evade freezes close to enemies and does a crap ton of cold damage and applies vulnerable. So like every time you evade, it's like releasing a Frost Nova. That's the only reason why we put the Frost Nova on there, guys. So that way you can just kind of have a representation of the build. But that's just an insane build, 2-button press. So you got Frozen Orb here. Honorable mention for Frozen Nova Teleport. There's also a very, very strong representation for Meteors because of the changes, as well as Bouncy Fireball, but I don't think that one's quite there yet. I think Meteors, this build, and Frost or Frozen Orb are probably going to be among the best for Sork, which is just insane. Now, other honorable mentions from Necromancer I just want to highlight are Bone Spear, of course. Of course, you have a Shadow Dot build, which is just insane. For Barbarian, you pretty much have all the builds as I've already highlighted. And then for Druid, you have Tornadoes. You also could do like Lightning Storm. Like a lot of these other builds are just good, but I think these are just the best. Okay, these are just the best top 5 builds in the game at this point. Once we get into the season, guys, the builds will absolutely change. You know, a lot of this is going to be mix and match based on what people kind of find. We only had a few, like a week and a half, you know, roughly, or not even a week and a half. We had a week to test stuff in the PTR, so we just didn't get enough time. But I'm hoping that once we get into the brand new season, we're going to be able to really mix up this list and just find a bunch of innovative builds and just find some really cool things. So make sure to like the video, guys. We got the last tier list video to over 100 likes, so let's try to hit that same goal again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. It really does help me out. I'm so excited to play in Diablo 4. And again, guys, down in the comments, you know, don't be nasty, be cool, have some good criticisms. Let me know about some, maybe there's some builds that I don't know about, and there's some other cool things that you guys know about or seen that I haven't yet. Please let me know down in the comments, link it, and I'll definitely try to check it out. Or you can join me down in my Discord, send the stuff over there. It'd be great to see. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And as always, stay gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Demon said he sent me the real Frozen Orb video. Did you really, Demon? Freeze the whole screen. Let me see. Dude, I love this 2-button build. Like, that just seems bonkers. Let me see. How old is this? Where are the Novas that are proccing? I don't see those, Rob. Oh, no, because he's on the live server. I see. Dude, that's cool. Now, but keep in mind too, Demon. Keep this in mind. Remember, because of the area damage change, this build is going to be different. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, it won't be as crazy because the area, yep. This build will still be cool. Like, it'll cover where you're at, but it's not going to go any farther. But this build is still cool, though. Yeah. No longer 2 screens wide. Yeah, but 1 screen wide is still super awesome. God, that's just cool looking. That's so cool. Yeah, that's a cool build. That's what we like, man. It's the same reason why, guys, like, I got so hot up for the Meteor Sork. Like, I really want to play this, too. Like, I really want to play this. Like, look at that. Like, this is how Meteor was supposed to be in Season 3. Right? Like, infinite cooldown. You guys see it? Like, infinite cooldown. And you can just spam. The only issue with Meteors, which Demon highlighted, is like the speed it takes for Meteors to get down. Obviously, you can change that because there is the node where you can have the increased speed for the Meteors to hit, but then you lose the stun, or not the stun, the immobilize. You lose the immobilize part of it, which is huge. But I don't know, like this is 200, and it's just like, it doesn't seem that bad. You just freeze them and then you blast them. Like, it doesn't seem that bad. So, but I can see why, like, the speed for it to come down, because like when you look at the frozen orb build that we just saw, like this, when you look at this and you see how like instantaneous this happens, you know, I know it takes a second for the meteors to come down, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but I still think the build is super good. Dab Booty for the follow. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I'm going to edit that video tonight, and we'll get that sucker up. What do you guys think, though? What do you guys think about my list? Is there anything I'm missing? Dab Booty here is Frozen Orb Frosty Stride hybrid build on the PTR. Pit 200 with no artillery blast shrine. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't think there's much I missed. Now, like, obviously, like, Pulverize is still going to be good. Like, Pulverize is still going to be solid. The Overpower nerfs really suck. That Overpower nerf really hurts that build. I don't know how well Incinerate's going to be. Bouncy Fireball did get a buff. I don't know. Ball Lightning is just, you know, it's Ball Lightning. I don't think it's going to be crazy this season, but... Ooh, I did forget to mention Blood Surge. Blood Surge is super good. It's super good right now. I did forget to mention this one, but top 5 builds. I think those are it. Yeah, do that. So like this, I don't know what I would want to play, because I love this, but I also really like this, because I love teleporting. Like, both are just really good. I really love this AoE clear, though. Like, this AoE clear is nice. That's super cool. Oh, and he's using ice shards, too, just as a way to kind of help. Does he fight a boss in here? Oh, yeah, because the ice shard enchantment. Ooh, that's super good. Yeah, it seems... Was that a boss? Oh, that's not a boss. Yeah, dude, that's just insane. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The freeze the whole screen is pretty... Like, that's cool, man. It's hard to tell how much damage that's doing, though. How much is that? So hard to tell. Okay, so that was like 3 million. I mean, obviously it's clearing. This is Nightmare Dungeon Tier 100. It's like no problem, but I haven't seen any like crazy damage numbers yet. Well, now we probably will with the Artillery Shrine, but... and the beginning of this vid shows the Golem Necro killing Uber Boss. Is the source vid? Yeah, are you talking about this? Are you talking about this? Oh, there's an actual... Oh, he has a boss fight in here? I didn't see the boss fight. This is Shadow Dot. That's Shadow Dot damage. Yeah, this first one, this is Shadow Dot damage here. This is shadow dot damage right there. That's shadow dot. I didn't see another boss fight. As far as I knew. Again, that's shadow dot. Oh, is this it right here? Okay, so that's the minions. That's crazy, dude. See, man, why did it take 4 seasons for minions to be able to do something? It's just crazy, dude. It's just crazy, man. It's just nuts, dude. Absolutely crazy. Minion builds use the Shadow Corpse exploit. Wait, what's the exploit? Hold on, pause the music. What's the exploit? What's the exploit, guys? I must know. Oh, explosion. Okay, I was going to say, man, stuff's about to change. Something's about to change. I was going to say, holy crap, exploit. They're using the Shadow Corpse explosion. I mean, hey, it's pretty cool, though, dude. It's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly, man. People got super butthurt about Necro, dude. Super butthurt. Super butthurt, dude. God, that's blinding. Got to get my logins. Dude, I am excited for season 4 though, guys. I am super excited. I ain't going to lie. I'm excited, man. Well, Demon, are you still playing Frozen Orb first? I don't know if I'm going to play that first now. I mean, I'm going to make the build guide, but I don't know what I'm going to play as far as like for the season. I don't know if I want to play Frozen Orb or play that teleport build or play Frozen Nova or Frost Nova. I don't know. I'm really leaning towards, to be honest, I'm really leaning towards the meteor build only because we didn't have the opportunity in season 3 to get the cooldowns low enough to be able to reset. So I don't think it was so much butthurt, but more than you just must not have seen all the content people were showing off for Necros on the PTR. I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. So think about it like this. So let me pause that. So Necros got, like, so Necros Shadow Dot got better, right? So it got better. Now it's doing some millions of damage, right? Obviously, Bone Spear is good. But even though Shadow Dot damage is doing millions of damage, every class has builds that do that. You know? So it's like, I mean, just because it got a small buff doesn't mean that you just auto S tier him or auto A tier him, you know? In comparison to the other classes, right? Because that's a class tier list. Now, as far as the minion thing, the minions being able to, or the golem at least, being able to hit for 6 million or for argument's sake, 30 million or billion, like that's awesome. But I say the same argument I said earlier. So penetrating shot can hit for over 1 billion. But when we're talking about 1 billion damage in Diablo, that one shots everything. So is Rogue S tier because it has one build that can do 1 billion? And the other builds can't do that because that's the place the Necromancer's in right now. If Necro minions with the Golem can do 1 billion damage, like that's awesome. But then the other builds aren't like can't do billions. They're doing millions just like all the other builds are doing. So is Necro really that much better than like a Barbarian? I don't think so. Because Barbarian has like 5 builds that can do billions of damage. So is Necro better than a Barbarian? I don't think so. I mean, maybe like on my chart, like I had, like maybe here, like I said, like maybe this should have been what it was because of the billions of damage from minions. But then again, I haven't seen the gameplay. Like that's why I like that clip. That clip is like it's just a still shot. Like this is just a still shot. Like I haven't, you know what I mean? It's a still shot. I want to see like the gameplay. You know? Like this is cool. This is cool. This is in another country. But like can we see the gameplay? Like Booty, if you did have it, like go to my Discord and just like message me. Like whisper me or something. But like that's what I mean. So that's why I'm like Rogue can't be S tier just because it has one build that does 1 billion. All its other builds suck in comparison. Like the class just isn't as good. Its survivability isn't great in comparison to like a Barbarian or a Druid. It doesn't have the evasion of a Sorceress. Like dash is okay, but teleport is much better. You know what I mean? Like, so there's just like other factors. Like Necromancer got a small movement speed increase, but the Necromancer is still the slowest class in the game. As far as survivability, without minions, like Necro's very, very fragile. You know, because we've had to do just Bone Spear all the time, or like Nova. Infamous was super strong, but it got nerfed. So, like now minions are good. Like that's great. Like I think minions make the survivability of the class much better. You know, so it's just like Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Booty. Like, I think that's great now. So then my other thing is like the AI on the monsters. You know, now if the AI on the minions are walking up and they're just one-shotting everything, then it does make it a very good build. But again, like, is it better than a Barbarian? Like, is Necro really objectively better than a Barbarian? I mean, maybe this. You know, maybe do this, but I don't even think it's that. Like, I don't think objectively, without being biased, that Necromancer is better than a Barbarian. I don't think so. Barbarian has like 5 builds that do billions of damage. I just don't know how any of these classes compete. I just don't see it. Well, it's not just the movement speed, right? Like the survivability on the Necromancer is very, like, he's fragile. And that's because the Necromancer, up until the PTR, hasn't been able to utilize minions as like a shield wall, like as a meat shield. So like you're playing like Blood Nova or Blood Surge. I call it Blood Nova, but Blood Nova and Bone Spear. But like if you're not killing stuff, then you like when you get hit, you just like take a crap ton of damage. You know, even with Bone Storm, like with Lidless Wall. Like it's just the build isn't even as tanky as like a Druid or a Barbarian. So it's like it's much more fragile. It's slower. And you had 1, maybe 2 builds. Like, I don't know how this competes with a Barbarian. I don't see that. Barbarians are much faster. They have the extra layer of survivability because they already have physical damage reduction built in. Like, they have DR built in. All their builds do billions of damage. And that's not me over-exaggerating. Like, at the end game, go look at Rob's channel. All the builds do billions. You got 1 build now that makes Necro do billions. All the builds for Barbarian do billions. It's faster, higher survivability. It's a much bigger tank. Like, you don't even have to have your resistances capped and this guy takes no damage. I mean, so like, how do you objectively just say it's this? Like, it's just not. This is slower than both of these classes. To be honest, Necro is still slower than Rogue because Rogue has dash. Like, the movement speed increase that they put on the node, that passive node, is just, it's just not enough, right? Even Rob, the King of Barbs, is putting Barb below Necro, Sork, and Druid. I haven't seen him say that, but if he has, that's crazy. I mean, of course, but there's a lot of potential, right? Like, once we get into the season, this list is going to change. It's going to change, right? Because once people get in and we really, like, people can really test, and you got a bunch of creators, including myself, start to come out with builds, like, because you're going to be able to fine tune it, right? You know what I mean? Like, people are going to be able to fine tune these. This is Rob's spreadsheet in his tier list. Tier list draft. Disclaimer, this is his best guess. So it's all a guess. He's saying Necro, Druid, Barb equals Sork, and then Rogue. So right now he's saying that Barb is the third best class in the game. Interesting. Very interesting. Leveling speed, Necro. How? Oh, leveling. Like leveling 1 to 100. Yeah, Necro's always been good at that. Always been good. That is interesting. This list does not strive to rank every build, only top options. Yeah. Yeah, Warnado is just so good. Thunderstruck is still uncapped. That's crazy. Frosty Strides, that seems good. Frozen Orb Ball. Blizzard, Dust Devils. You can still have 15. I'm just shocked that he has it that low. It's just shocking. Bash, Thorns, Shadow Blight, Lazy Mancer. Rapid Fire. Yeah. Hurricane. Oh, the Boulder build. Yeah. Lightning Storm. 20 million. Yep. Because see, like, this is part of the like the one guy's comment. The one guy's like, oh, well, ball lightning, I'm still clearing like tier 100s. Yes. Every build can clear a T100. Like, that's not an argument. Like look at this. You got like Rend. If Rend is doing, for argument's sake, 10 million plus damage, it clears all content. It's not hard. Even at 5 million. 5 million clears everything. Like, I don't think people understand like how rankings work or like a class tier list. Like, every class cannot be S tier. It just can't. There's going to be classes that are better than others. Like, for example, if you go, well, let's make a tier list based on speed. There you go. Nothing's faster than a sorceress. Nothing. Even with all his shouts, nothing's... Even with all his shred, nothing's faster than a Sork. So if I made a, like, fastest class tier list, would I get, 50 dislikes because this is how I have it? Because nothing is faster than teleport on infinite cooldown. You know what I mean? But, like, that's just one aspect. Who has the most survivability? Yes, everything can survive, but who's the best at it? Barbarians. Just for the simple fact they have built-in damage reduction already. Right? Like, it's already added on. Correct. Yes. So Booty, there was a guy that commented on my tier list video saying that, like, I don't know why you're saying, like, that he said that I was wrong saying that Ball Lightning isn't a strong build because he can clear T100 Nightmare Dungeons. That's my argument. Like, every build can clear T100. Every build. Like, the list isn't like, okay, well, you know, Rogue is down here in D tier because it can't clear T100. That's not the list. Almost every build in the game can clear T100s. That's my point. Is like, so that's not an argument to say that, like, Ball Lightning isn't better than Frozen Orb, right? Because you gotta look at the build itself. Is Ball Lightning better than Frozen Orb? So your ranking is heavily weighing on survivability? No, that's just an example. No, I'm just saying this is an example. Like, these are things that go into why my rankings are the way they are. It's not just based on the builds. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I was making a tier list based on survivability, yes, every class can survive. But which class is the best at it? Barbarians are the best at it. They already have an extra layer of defense built in. That is a fact. These classes do not. So therefore, that's what makes barbarians even better at surviving than any other class. If I made one about speed, like which class is the fastest, Sorcerer is the fastest class. You can infinitely teleport. These classes cannot keep up. Who's the slowest class? Necromancer. Well, yes, Booty, like, you're arguing too literally. I'm just saying, like, these are factors that go into it. You know what I mean? Like, these are factors that go into, like, why a tier list is the tier list. Like, I think people get so caught up on, like, a build. Evanator, what's up, man? Like, they get caught on, like, oh, Necromancer has a build that can do billions. It should be S tier. No. What? It's the slowest class in the game. It has some of the slowest clear speed in the game. How is this the best class? When you consider all factors. It's not. It's not the best class. It's just not. It's just not at all. So, like, they're I think it's more that I'm saying other people don't know how to make tier lists. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is people, like, they're misunderstanding how I'm ranking the classes. Like, when you go read the comment section of the video, everybody just talks about builds. Well, Necromancer has shadow dot damage and minions that do billions. It's S tier. No. Rogue has one build that can do $1 billion. Is this S tier? Is Rogue S tier? Of course not. Rogue's not S tier. Rogue hasn't been S tier since season 1. Like, people have to think about other factors, right? Like, there's other factors that go into a tier list. Not every like Diablo and ARPGs. This isn't like communist Russia. We're like, yeah, man, yo, everything's the best. Everything's the best, dude. Everything. No, dude, nothing's better than something else. Everything's special. That's not what this is. Can it clear the content and survive, and how quickly does it clear that content? Those should be the factors. Well, those are some factors, yes. Those are some factors, for sure. But that's why the nature of tier lists are like, to a degree, they're very subjective. Because in an ARPG, for example, there's nothing that's like clean cut and dry, right? And I really love this example here. Let me go to paint. Like, this is why I'll tell you that the reason I love strongman, like strong weightlifting, like world's strongest. So in world's strongest, when you compare things, there is no opinions. You can't. You have player one, right? I'm super strong, right? Player one. Then you have player two. I'm super strong, right? Look at my muscles. So in weightlifting, like power weightlifting, like if you have a bench press, right? If the competition that they're about to do is bench press, if player one benches 225, right? My five's bad, but player two benches 226. Who's the winner? This guy is. He pressed one more pound than this person. It doesn't matter if they were able to lift this amount of weight. The difference is that he did this 1 pound more. And that's how world's strongest competitions are done. Who deadlifted 600 pounds? But this guy deadlifted 700 pounds. He's the winner. Right? So in an ARPG, like some of those factors do agree. That's why like the gauntlet is interesting. So like the gauntlet is a combination of a lot of stuff. But if the gauntlet was, hey, who can clear the gauntlet the fastest, like in a race, Sorceress wins hands down. Or at least it was winning. I haven't looked at the gauntlet in many weeks, but weeks 1 through 3, like Sorceress was the best. So if I was to say, well, who's the best class based on the gauntlet? It's Sorceress by a landslide. At least weeks 1 to 3. I don't know about now because I haven't even looked at the gauntlet because I think it's a joke. But you know what I mean? Like Rogue and Necromancer aren't even on the radar. They're not even on the list. So like there's just a lot of factors. But that's why people get all caught up. And that's why like when you look at like a Rob's list, like, so what he's doing is this list is based, his class build list is based on power. How much damage is the build doing? Flat. Well, Summon Necro and Warnado Druid. So if this is his assumption, or if these are actual numbers that we've seen somewhere, let's say for argument's sake it is, if we saw these are the only 2 builds that have done 400 million damage or more, then like, yes, his ranking is correct. It's not even like, this isn't even Necro over Druid. This should be equal because they both can do 400 million. But if Summoner Necro's doing 405, but Warnado's only doing 400, then it makes sense to go 1-2. But this should be equal now then. Like Necro and Druid should be equal. Just like how he has Barb and Sork equal, because Barb and Sork are only doing this. And then Rogue is just, yikes. Poor Rogues. So there's just a lot of factors, and people just get so caught up. Like they were so mad that I had Necro at C tier. And I don't think it's like, I don't think it's a bad ranking. Like I saw a lot of really good comments, but I also didn't see a lot of comments why this build, like why Necro should be higher. All I saw was just, well, Necro can do billions of damage, so he should be S tier. That's why my instant response is, well, nobody said anything about Rogue being in D tier. 0 people. They say I had some people say, "Oh man, rogues suck. Rogues suck, don't they?" Well, Rogue can do 1 billion damage with penetrating shot. So that's why my immediate rebuttal to the Necromancer being able to do billions is, well, Rogue can do billions, so is Rogue S tier? Like, so like that's why I encourage people to have like, give me some context. Like this guy, Operator Otter, did a really good response here. You know, he said, I'm misunderstanding Necro is quite a lot. Shadow dot damage does all this stuff. And he explained why, right? There's intelligence stacking. There's all this stuff. And I commented and I said, I hope you're right. I'd love to see this at the top. So this is good conversation. This is great. But somebody who is just like, Necro is B tier. What is this? Did he not play the PTR instantly or insanity and receive no nerfs? Dude absolutely has no clue. So this is zero. Like this doesn't do anything, right? Like this is a dumb comment. Like that's why I say it in the video. Like, well, tell me why. This guy goes, Necro is S tier because of millions. Okay, again, Rogue has one build that can do 1 billion. Does that make Rogue S tier? The answer is no. So like when people like are commenting, I always encourage like, well, tell me why. Why is it? There's a lot of people that talked about the Barb stuff because I was trolling on Barb so bad. But so again, right here, Necro is 100% S tier, are very strong, and now the Golem can hit for billions of damage. They've already done the research. Booty, that's what I'm saying. So again, tell me why. You tell me why with your words. Why is Necromancer S tier? You tell me why. Because if your answer is this, that does not make Necro S tier. It makes a minion build S tier, but it doesn't make the class S tier. Because my immediate rebuttal to these statements, or anybody that says these kind of statements, is the same thing I just said. Rogue has one build that can do billions. Is Rogue S tier? The universal answer is no. So you tell me in your own words how Necro's S tier. I'll wait. Whirlwind is trash. No one plays Rend. It's not even close. Dominique. Oh, man, I wish Dominique was here tonight. He really loves rogues. Now, this I love. Like, give Sorcerer a 3rd enchantment slot. Oh, that would be insane. Yeah, here's the guy. You had me until you said Ball Lightning is trash. Sure, it doesn't hit as hard, but I'm still walking through T100s. So, like, this guy, as an example, his criteria for a build being good is clearing T100s. Almost every build in the game can go through T100s. Like, that's why I said, like, again, explain to me how Ball Lightning is better than Frozen Orb. Because all of these builds can clear T100. It's not hard. Like, T100 is not hard content. You know what I mean? Like, the build itself. Now, when you talk about builds in rankings, yeah, you're 100% going off damage. Which, Frozen Orb definitely does more damage than Ball Lightning. You know? Like, it's just... Yeah, people only think it's about damage. So here's an example. Like, let's say you were playing minions. You're playing minions. Minions can do all this damage, right? But every time you get hit, you die. Is that build good? Is that build better than like Bone Spear, for example? Because in Bone Spear, you can tank way more shots than this. So is minions better than Bone Spear? If you're going off damage, yes. I agree with you completely. Right? It's doing billions. Bone Spear's not doing billions. So yes. But if you consider all factors, is this really better? You know, because like, for example, like having the 6 billion damage on a golem hit, However often that hits, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the gameplay. But now let's add another factor, right? If I'm playing Bone Spear and you're playing Minions and Greater Rifts, let's say level 200, but I'm doing 5 of those 200s to your 2, which build is better? Like, which build would be better? Because we're both killing the monsters. Like, that's not a problem, right? So which build is better? Like, so, like, there's just so many factors. And I don't think people get that when you're, like, doing a ranking. Like, even for classes, like, everybody in the comments literally is ranking the classes off of damage. Classes are based on builds. I disagree. Well, hold on. Let me read the rest of what you said. He said the speed that it's clearing on endgame content and how much damage it's doing. It can carry 4-man groups in Ubers. It can clear 200 pits fast. And with the changes to the pit monsters, are going to have more health. Yep. You have Blood Mist to make you immortal. Blood Mist doesn't do as much damage. I get what you're saying. No, I'm kind of getting what you're saying. I see like your criteria. So like what you revealed to me, Booty, is the criteria of how you consider a class being good. So again, a lot of your stuff you're saying here is based on the build, right? You think all classes are based on builds. So let me give you an example. So all classes are not based on builds, right? So let's go down here. When you start at level 1, who's the slowest class in the game? Like if I'm just going through the game, like at level 1, level 5, it's Necro, right? So Necro is much slower just moving than all the other classes. Okay, so now let's add a build on top of that. So if Necro's the slowest, no, but this is an example. This is countering your argument saying that classes are based on builds. So if Necro's the slowest, it doesn't matter what build you put on Necro, it'll never be faster than a Sork. It'll never be faster than a Rogue. Even in clear speed. So, just on that alone, it's not based on builds. Because even though the Necro can clear all content just like the other classes can, Necro doesn't do it as fast as a Sork. So it's not based on builds, right? Like that goes back to my same argument here. Before Barbarian losing the extra damage reduction that it already had, if you were to stand at level 1 and take hits, like your Barbarian is going to stand and your Necromancer is going to die. Like Necro will die faster than a Barbarian at level 1 because the Barbarian had built-in damage reduction. Now that's gone, but before it had built-in damage reduction. So the classes aren't just about the build that it has, right? Even when Bone Spear was the so-called best during AOZ, my Infamous climbed higher. Oh, sure. Sure, Raze, yeah. I think Infamous ended up being the best build for Abattoir of Zir. For Necros, I think. Yeah. Djibouti said, if a build is fast but can't kill the content as fast, it takes longer to clear. Well, sure, but here, let me add a layer to that. So let's use Sork and Necro again. So let's say, because they both have builds, as you see on Rob's tier list, If Necro and Sork both have a build that does the same damage. So let's see. So let's go down to B tier. So if I'm using, if Necro's using Bone Spear, but my Sork is using Meteor, right? We're both doing 20 million plus, so it's the same damage. So now there's no longer the issue of killing a monster, right? So if we're using these builds, which build do you think clears faster? Well, I can infinitely teleport. Can you infinitely teleport? Like, so which class is better? You know what I mean? So like, it just comes down to so many factors. The issue with ARPGs is that inherently everything is literally just based off of damage, right? Like everything's just based on damage. When I make the tier list, I try to add different layers to that when I rank them. Demon said, look at the Telly Sork build. Sork can teleport and kill everything next to them in one shot. Yeah. Steven said, being fast for the sake of being fast isn't an argument if you can kill the... If it can kill... Steven, what? Can't kill? No, Steven, I just debunked that. So again, I'll reiterate it one more time. So if you have... So what I'm arguing is what Booty said about, like, each class is only based on a build, which in my opinion is not true. So again, Necro is the slowest moving character in the game, right? That's just move speed. That's not even before we get into abilities. So Ray said, don't forget that Sorks can't infinitely teleport. Okay. So this is on the PTR, Race. I don't know, man. You tell me if they can't infinitely teleport. Just let me know. Let me know when you want me to stop the build. Or stop the video. What class is keeping up with this? Seems like infinite teleport's still there. So, back to you, Steven, or Stefan, sorry. So... Before builds come in, Necromancers is the slowest moving class in the game. That is still the fact, right? And all these other classes move faster than a Necromancer, right? You can keep up maximum movement speed on Druid. Sweet. So if we have Necromancer using Bone Spear, and we have Sork using like Nova Ice or Meteor or Firebolt, right? So they're both doing 20 million plus damage. So they're killing the same, like the monsters die, right? But because my sorceress can teleport and you can't, which one's going to clear faster? So does it matter that Necromancer can do 400 million damage with minions? Because I'll tell you this, any build that the Sork has against a minion build, when you're doing millions of damage to kill monsters, Necromancer will never clear as fast as Sorceress. So that's why I understand people are upset with my ranking, this ranking that I had, because they're just saying based on damage, Necromancer should be here, but that's not the case. Like, my list is more than just, well, who does the most damage? Okay. Just because Necro has one build that can do 400 million damage or whatever, or 1 billion damage, doesn't make Necromancer the best class, in my opinion. But that's where it comes down to, right? Like, it's subjective. If your category level, how you like, can do that much damage, then great. That's your metric. Fine. Is Blood Surge still OP? Blood Surge is awesome, dude. Blood Surge is insanely strong. It's still really good. Just because you do 6 billion with minions, you're still slower than every other class because nothing in the game takes more than 50 million damage to kill. Right, exactly. That's why even with Rob's list, like you can kill like that's why the one guy's comment on the video about like, hey, you had me till you said ball lightning is trash. Sure, it doesn't hit as hard, but I'm still walking through T100s. All these classes, every build can do T100s. That doesn't mean anything, right? Just because it can do a T100 doesn't mean it's like the class is good. Right. Now, Rob has Necros as one with Druids slightly behind. But if this is based on power, both of these can do it, so they should be equal. No, I know, but to Booty, same thing. So if I said, hey, if every class can clear a level 200 pit, which class is the best? If all classes can clear T200 pit, which class is the best then? How do you determine which class is the best? If every class can clear level 200 pit, which class is the best? Because that metric doesn't matter anymore, right? Because everybody can do it. So one metric I could think of is, well, which class clears it the fastest? Well, Barbarian clears it in 2 minutes, but every other class clears it in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. He said yes, but if they are both clearing the content, surviving, and clearing in the same time, then the tiebreaker goes to who hits harder for you. Well, why? So in your example there, if every class can survive, clear the content, and they all are doing it, why would it matter which class does more damage? You're still doing it, right? Honestly, for me, I'm looking forward to just playing. Yeah, dude, season 4 is going to be a blast, man. It's going to be awesome. Right. So you see what I'm saying? So there's more than just those metrics that you're saying. Because if the hardest content, if every class can survive, right? Because they can do it, so they can survive. And they're doing enough damage because they have to be, right? Because they're killing all the monsters. Right? And they're clearing it in the same time. Well, which class is the best? But if I said, hey, every class can do all of that, but Barbarian clears it 5 seconds faster, does that mean that Barbarian is the best class because it clears it 5 seconds faster? The answer would be yes. So that would make Barbarian the best class in the game. Now, let's flip it. If Necromancers are clearing faster at level 200 pit than anybody else, then they're faster. But I still stand by this. I still stand by this. I don't think Necros are that great. He is. Yep. And Ray's knows if you play Barbs, you got small PPs. We all know this. This is known to be true across all of Sanctuary. It's known across the globe. It's across the globe. It's interesting concepts. And we all have I don't remember playing Barb. I don't even know if I have the character anymore. It's all really bad. Okay. Let's go play some games. All right. Let's go play... What do we want to play? What do I have here? Ah, yes. I kind of got to change this up. We need to have 4 of you. Really, like the 4 of those is nice too, but battle. Let's go grab Vegeta. 3 Vegetas. I don't need 3 Gotenks. 2 are good. Ah, yes. I need the Gotens. I actually need a 4th Mai as well. I think that's pretty much it. I'm so iffy on that Vegeta, but it is solid. Oh, for sure, for sure. Absolutely, Raze. You almost maxed out your second tune in Once Human? Dude, is that game good? But it's getting stale? Oh, well, never mind. I guess you answered that. How is Once Human, though? I think I'm going to play Red Goku. This deck is so good. I really don't like the Champa, but it's not bad. Yeah, because it's repetitive. Yeah. I mean, once you get to the end, right, it is, right, Raze? Like, it's always that way. All right, let's get it. Let's go play. Let's go ahead and do the Goku video. All right, nice. Let's play Goku. What's up, guys? War here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are back with some Dragon Ball Fusion World, and we're going to go over a complete deck list of Starter Coup or Goku Red. This has been one of my favorite decks to play and climb the ranks with on Fusion World, at least the online client. So I'm going to go over the list, and we're going to kind of talk about some of the choices that I made in the deck list and how awesome it actually is. So Starter Coup is pretty straightforward, man. 15k base, but then when you flip once per turn, you're going to be able to once per turn and on battle. So this also includes your opponent's turn. You can choose up what one of your opponent's battle or one of your battle cards and add 5k to it, which is super, super strong. This actually really makes like some of the lower level stuff hit harder, especially against somebody like Broly. So, but let's get into the list. So our main objective with the deck is to control our opponent by just like giving negatives like Whis' ability here to our opponent's battle cards. And then we just swing out at their leader and just kill them, right? So 1-drop Whis, activate once, you can give a neg power. This pretty much destroys all opponents' 1-drops in the game. So if you go second, this is super, super good. We have Master Roshi here for Self-Awaken. We're just adding the card. We're very rarely going to get the extra part here, but super good. Self-Awaken, 10k combo power, super strong. We got 2 of the other Master Roshi just to kind of help with our hand. on draw a card. Really, this card is solid. I mean, if there was a way to kind of swap it out, I would, but it's kind of nice to help fix our hand. Then we're running one of the best 2-drops in the game with Hit. When attacking, not only is he a Self-Awakener, but then we can choose an opponent's battle card to give neg 5k power. So him combined with Whis is just insane. We give negative 10k. We can just pretty much swing into anything. Then we're running Fua on play. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, neg 15 power. Absolutely insane. He's not going to survive, but 10k combo power is super strong. We very rarely use this unless we're going to take out somebody's like 30k or 45k like Broly or something like that. But yeah, otherwise you just combo him away. Then we got one of the best. It's a promo Goku, Son Goku. He's a 5k combo power, but he's a 2-drop 20k, so you can swing into any leader besides Broly. But if your leader's awakened, then he becomes a 25k. So this is a really good card to beat down against green, which is still kind of top meta right now. Then we got Krillin, 2-drop. He is also going to be a Self-Awakener on play. And then permanent on your turn, he becomes a 20k, which is nice. And then with Goku, the leader's ability, you can make him 25k to swing into a Broly. Also 10k combo power is insane. Son Goku, blue here, is one of the best 3-drops in the game. You drop this 25k power, which is right on curve. On play, you can Self-Awaken and then choose an opponent's battle card with 20k power or less and KO it. This destroys pretty much everything in the game. Pretty much everything, unless it's a 25k 4-drop or something like that. But this will just kill everything. And again, you can combine this with the Hit as well as the Whis and just give the negatives and just swing out. We're rocking 2 Frosts here. I almost want to run 3 just because, I mean, it's a 10k combo power. 20k power level on a 3-drop is a little low, but really we never do anything with him besides your opponent's battle cards with 20k power or less can't attack. So this shuts down Orange Frieza as well as Orange Cooler, and it's really good in the mirror matchup, and it shuts down a lot of decks, really a lot of decks. Then we're running a couple vanillas here. Piccolo, just a 3-drop, 25k, pretty standard, 10k combo power. We got one Champa here to have a 4-drop at 30k because you need to have at least one if you're having trouble getting certain cards. So this is nice. Then we're rocking Son Goku, the 4-drop at 30k. On play, you choose an opponent's battle card, they neg 15. And then when you KO an opponent's battle card, with Son Goku, you deal an extra damage to the leader, which is a really strong way to kind of close out a game. We're rocking 4 vanilla Friezas just for 10k combo power and if we have to fight against Broly. Now, I opted to put 1 Beerus in here at 5. So 1 Beerus, he's a critical, which is nice, but on play, you discard a card from your hand. Just choose all of your opponent's battle cards with 25k power and KO them. This is super good against yellow or orange. I keep calling it orange, but yellow. Yellow aggro Frieza Cooler. This is really good against blue. This is really good against green in the early game, but this is particularly strong in the mirror matchup with red because red is going to be one of the best decks in the game, especially with set 2 coming out. So I'm only opted for 1, but I think this card is insane. Then we got 5-drop Goku with double strike to help close out games. And then even so on play, choose a battle card, negative 20k power for the turn. So I've used him along with our extra card, Awaken to Super Saiyan, where activate main, you choose an opponent's battle card, negative 15. And then if your leader's awakened, it's another 10. So you neg 25. You drop a Goku or you drop this Goku and you just destroy. I've killed a 50k Gohan with this card. It's absolutely busted. And then, of course, we got 4 Choppa or Kabbas for the super combo. So the deck is super strong. We're going to go in, save. We're going to go in and just play a game and just see how it goes. Let's go ahead and go home. We're going to go play a ranked match. I really do enjoy this deck as much as I hate Goku. I'm hoping that Yellow Frieza next set will be super powerful and we'll be able to make something with him because I want to play Vegeta, but Blue Vegeta is super tough to play. So it's really tough to play Blue Vegeta right now. It's not that you can't. Same thing with Trunks. It's you can play those decks, but it's a little tough to play the decks, but you can do it. You can do it. They're not completely out of the meta. But this deck is kind of It's kind of insane. It's really easy to pilot. You're just controlling your opponent's cards, and you just swing at their leader. It's so good. So good. So good. God, I just hate that Goku, of course, is good. Of course, they just knock Vegeta. Why wouldn't they give him something good? It's such a bummer. Such a bummer. Demon goes, but what's really going to matter with what's good or not in Season 4 are the changes to tempering manuals. Yeah, we'll see how those go, man. We just got so much to test. It's going to be great. All right, we're fighting Broly, which is the meta in the game. He is the meta. Let's see. Draw, Self-Awaken. I will keep this hand because this just seems super good. And we go second, which is huge. This is great against green. I hate Broly so much. We just hate him. So here's what's cool. So we can start off Self-Awakening with Master Roshi, but we're not gonna, right? I'm gonna dump the... I really don't want to dump the Champa, but maybe we get rid of the Roshi here. But I guess I'll get rid of Champa. We're gonna play Whis. We're gonna play Whis. We don't want him adding anything. Let's go ahead and activate Whis. We kill his guy, which is awesome. Bye-bye, dude. And then we attack with Goku. Ooh, we got Big Boy Goku. See, now this card is super good. These Gokus are going to be nuts when we awaken. So now we can play Roshi or Krillin next turn and Self-Awaken, which is awesome. He becomes 20k, which is good. We'll probably just throw the Roshi. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, Broly. Piccolo's nice. Ooh, he's playing Paragus, Self-Awaken. That's super good. This guy's not a bad player, huh? All right, we'll charge Master Roshi. So we can give the negative here. Goes to 10k. So now that we have hit, this is super good. Now that we have hit, let's attack with Goku first, and let's see if he sacks the Paragus. I doubt it, but yeah, I doubt it, but we'll see. He probably wants to Self-Awaken. I think we play hit here because hit is just super strong, and we'll attack. We add a life. We'll neg him down. Oh my god, we got Beerus. Insane. Hit is super good. Now the key is here we're done attacking, so we're just done for the turn. The key with Broly is you do not want him to flip, right? When his life is at 4 or less and he flips, he adds a card from his life to his energy. So if you attack him when he's at 4, he gets a free energy because it goes to the energy mode or energy section rested. And then on his turn, he has the extra energy. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want to make him flip on his turn so the energy is in rest mode. See that? Wow, he's really trying to kill my hit. So what's he at? 35k? Boy, he does not like my hit, huh? How do we want to do this? I don't have any supers. Let's see. What would it take? 10? It'd take 2 cards. I really want to keep my hit though. Ooh. I think I'm gonna keep hit. Let's keep hit. Look at all this card hoarding. Look at all this card hoarding. He's going to play Vegeta. Oh, he's doing Destructive Strength into Gohan? No? Okay. All right. We got another hit. So let's see. The question is, next turn he plays Goku. Son Goku. So is the 20k or less? Can we really do anything with these guys if he's out? Does he have a way to deal with this? Let's see. This goes to 5 if I play Krillin and I can self-awaken or double hit. I think I'm just gonna charge Frost away. Let's swing first. Hold on. Actually, never mind. No. Let's play Krillin. Add life. And then we're going to attack. Add life. We're going to flip. Which is awesome. Then we're going to activate, right? We activate skill. We're going to make him 25k. So he has to use a card, which is awesome. So this is just free damage. He took it to 2. I'm shocked. So let's see. Next turn we could play Beerus. Ooh, I really want to play my Son Goku and swing, but I think Beerus is probably just better. And we can... Oh, this is only activate main, so that's only my turn. I could play Whis. What could he play next turn? Son Goku? I'm going to play my Whis, actually. I'm going to hold for Beerus. Honestly, don't care if I lose Krillin. We have to attack. We get a card. Yeah. Okay. Let's just combo. We'll make him use a card. I think I'm gonna combo one of the Whis. Wow, he's going to 1? Okay, this is weird. All right, let's end turn. This is so weird. I probably should have attacked with Krillin, but he is card hoarding like crazy right now. He's got 12 cards. Why didn't he combo out? He can go to 6. Oh, so he can play androids. Oh, he's not playing androids. Okay. All right. He has to have Broly. So is this going to be his last stand turn? I'm not going to protect Hit here. We're going to let Hit go away. We definitely need to kill this, though. Actually, we can kill it. Oh my God! I think. Oh, we're gonna win with 30k Goku. We're gonna win with 30k Goku, and he's not gonna be able to do anything about it. Yeah, I don't care. He's gonna kill Krillin. He should kill a Whis here. Sure. I win. I win, Broly, you card hoarding punk. So, does it benefit me to charge? I could charge this. I don't think so. I'm going to charge this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to attack first because we want another card. Sweet. Master Roshi. Even better. End step. Oh, no. So this is going to give him minus 15k. So we're going to play. Watch this. We're going to activate his skill. We're not going to kill it. We're just going to take him to 5k. Then we're going to... Oh, I can't attack him. No. That's okay. I wasn't thinking. That's all right. We'll activate skill. I'm so bad at the game. I got so excited. We still attack. Can we make him combo out? Because I think next turn he's playing Broly, right? But can we get him? Do we have enough? Do we have enough to combo here? I think we have to. We combo. Combo. So I'm at 55. So a super puts him to 45 and a 10K. That's 2 cards. Next turn I go to 6 so I can play these 3 and probably win. I think that's all we do. I think next turn he plays Broly. Or maybe he doesn't know to combo. Okay, there we go. 10, 20. So he's at 45 right now. He's got to combo 2 more cards. So he's at 55. Okay, there we go. All right, so we just ripped 5 cards out of his hand. So he's going to play Broly this turn. We're going to lose this, and he's going to swing at me. But I think the turn after that, we win. Broly, it's so predictable, isn't it? So predictable. If he plays droids, I lose these 2, but that's okay. I don't think he has androids. I don't think he has androids. So predictable. Bye-bye, Goku. You did well. He can't kill me this turn, so... To be honest, I kind of want him to swing at me and swing with Broly twice. That's minus 20. This is minus 50K right here. Do we think he's going to attack next turn? I'm going to take the card, actually. I don't know if he's going to attack with Broly here, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Super combo. So let's see. So this 5. So this is minus 10, which puts him to 35. I don't think I can get him to 20. So let's see. That's minus 10, which is 35. This is 2. So that's 25. That puts him to 10, and then this kills Broly. Is that right? I think we just charge this, but I don't want to. I'm going to charge hit. Yeah, that's true. Let's charge hit. So let's activate skill first. I think he's afraid of that Goku. So if we play one of these, he gets minus 25, which puts him to 10. Then we can play this and destroy it. But that uses all of my stuff but 1, and then we could swing with this. I mean, I think that's the better play, right? Dang, dude, we just take down a Broly, bro. Nope. Oh, you know what? I probably should have added that to my hand, right? Do we just do our two supers here? We're at 25. He has to use a card. 30. That's 35. So he has to use 2 cards here. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if he's got enough. Ba-bam, baby. It's over 9,000. He just didn't have it. I just don't think he had it. Let's go. It's over 9,000. That's what I'm talking about, man. Red is just so great. Red is amazing, guys. Red is amazing. So, yeah, that is starter coup, because this is the starter deck Goku. Super, super powerful. I did misplay here. I still think playing this and charging it up got rid of a lot of cards, which is nice. But, yeah, that really, really worked out. So, so good. But, yeah, guys, this is Starter Coup. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's try to get this thing to 25 likes over on YouTube. I really do appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, stay gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Man, Starter Coup going in, baby. Louis said you might get this. I think he might have at least 2 combos. Yeah, that was... I don't think he had it. I think he had a bunch of extras in his hand. I think he had a bunch of extras in his hand, if I'm being honest. I think he had extras, dog. I need a 4th of you. Oh, I can't create it. I don't have enough wild cards. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think he had a bunch, man. I'm not sure. I think he had a bunch, man. I think he had a bunch, dude. I did Cooler. I need to do Frieza. Frieza's just so good, man. This deck is just insane. This deck is bonkers. This deck is so good. To be honest, though, I don't know how I feel about Kui, but... Because I kind of like the birder play better. Just to be super aggressive. Kui is nice, though. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. I guess we go... Actually, you know what? We should probably drop this. Go 2 birder and go 3 Nez just to self-awaken. I actually think that's better because we want Frieza flipped pretty much as fast as possible, right? So we get free attacks. Orange is so good. Golden Death Beam. It's kind of nice. Supernova is so good, but it's only your turn. I mean, that is really good. But this is also, Bonds of Ginyu Force is also really good. Bonds of the Ginyu Force. And I'm running more Ginyu, right? How many Ginyus I got? Ginyu, so 4, 5, 6, 10. 10. You're not going to really get a lot of the extra bump, but... Ooh, look at that. Oh, isn't that sweet? Mm. So good. To be honest, I feel like I should play Jace instead of Zarbon. If we did that, and then we didn't play Supernova, but then we played Bonds of Genyu, that would be better, actually. Because this just becomes a 20k. I guess the difference is... Oh, it is still 5k. Yeah. I mean, but getting a Frieza card, so like ripping like this 4 or 5 drop is just super good. I like the Genyu package a little bit better. That just seems better with the extra Genyu package. I think this is good. Because if you go Raccoon, Genyu into like Jace is just a 20 hit beater for 1. So like on 3, you play Raccoon, Genyu, Jace, or Raccoon, Genyu, Birder, Raccoon, Genyu, Zarbon, or Frieza's the best one, but all right, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight's stream, though, man. We got some really good conversation in. We got some good gameplay with Goku Red, which is just a super awesome deck. And yeah, man. So check out the next tier list video that we got coming out, guys. It'll be up. I'm literally gonna hop off and edit it, so we're gonna have that up here shortly. It'll be for tomorrow, but and then yeah, we'll be back on Monday, guys, ready to blast. So everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Be safe, have fun, and as always, stay gaming. And I'll see you guys Monday. Peace.